Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. You are looking at the biggest gun in the game. It's the T92 HMC with a 24cm howitzer. Definitely the biggest gun. And this one is located on the northeast spawn of Glacier under the command of Bill Laggin. Now it's based on the hull of a T26 E3, which you would otherwise know as the Eagle 7. Its actual fact is the Pershing that was sent to Europe, and one of those Eagle 7s or Pershings was actually involved in the fight with the Panther tank outside the doors to Cologne Cathedral, that famous battle where the Panther tank got wiped out by the Pershing. Well, it's got a very, very long load time, I'm afraid. It can be as much as 45 seconds, but if you've got a good crew, you can drop that down to maybe 42. And he's loaded, and there's his first target. It's an IS-7. It's a tier 10 game, obviously, because it's a tier 10 SPG. Round out on the IS-7, and a direct hit. He took the hit, but didn't get any damage off him whatsoever. And it looks like that Super Conqueror is, well, he was looking to go up onto the aircraft carrier. But we're not going to be loaded in time to stop him. Amazing that he fired that shot. The IS-7 did absolutely nothing to it. There wasn't a clang as it hit the hull and bounced off or broke up, but it did stun the IS-7. Now, unfortunately, you don't get that many rounds. Only 16 rounds of ammo, but then this was a very big Arty. Loaded, ready to go. 60 TP is the first target after the IS-7. Rounds out. Direct hit. This time it does do some damage. 507 hit points. Now this Arty is, they only built 5 of them because they were going to be used for the downfall of Japan, but Japan surrendered after the atomic bomb was dropped, and they didn't need to build any more of them. In fact, there is still one in existence outside the Detroit arsenal. Going for the Super Conqueror. Now it's capable of 1300 alpha if it can hit the target and get a penetration. And he definitely hit that Super Conqueror. But because it was unsighted at the time, we don't know how much damage he did. You could see visibly as other things were breaking up around where the Super Conqueror was hit, so you know it did a lot of damage to him. Okay, switching back, we've got another Super Conqueror over here. Lining up. Almost ready to go. Marked hits his target to let his teammates know, don't go near that tank, it's about to get hit. Rounds out. Oh, he pulls away at the last second, but he still managed to get 162 hit points of damage off him and some stun assists, and the Super Conqueror is now dead. Oh, and so is our Centurion Action 10 though as well. Right, well, we've got a Gorilla 15 up there, and he's very low on health, and the splash from the T92 might be enough to take him out. He's looking for that Object 277 in the center line, but he's decided to switch targets, looking around for a viable alternative. There's a ship bomb off in the distance. Yes, he can get a shot on that. He's pulling back. We're dialing in, almost ready to go. Just need to put the shell near him. Not too close to the rocks, otherwise it might hit the rock face. Rounds out. Oh, it's a direct hit! That would have done a huge amount of damage to that ship bomb because it's got very thin armor, and I think it would have been a full penetration. So I reckon that ship bomb's probably only got a few hit points left after that shot. We'll have to wait and see exactly how much damage he's showing next time we do see him. If we see him again, that is. Right, we've got an Object 2684, that OPTD, and we're almost loaded. We're ready to go. He's pulling forward to take a shot. Nope, he's pulled back. It's almost like he knows that Arty is looking at him. Here they come. Oh, he's going to hit a lot of them at once. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. A brilliant hit. He actually hit 4 tanks simultaneously. So that one shot yielded a huge amount of damage. Unfortunately, that IS-7 and Type 5 Heavy are surrounded. They've got a 60 TP and the Super Conqueror behind them. Now, if you're looking at the skin, Tiny Tim, that's another of Rusty's creations. It's a beautiful creation of T92 HMC. He does have more, but he has one which is the Star Wars Emperor's Guard model. Going for the IS-7, dialing in, the E100 rather. Round out. Direct hit, 621. That IS-7 has survived almost amazing odds so far, but he's not going to survive very much longer. He's got 4 tanks around him. Yep, he's gone. And that means that there's not much between us and those enemy tanks. We've got an FV215B nearby. He might be able to help us. And there's a Jaegeru overlooking their approach to the cap. But our forces in the south are doing rather well, and I think that the FV4005 has been seen. We didn't see how many hit points he had though. Going after the 277. He's taking a shot. Round out. Direct hit on his side, but it hit the heavy armor, and he only got 361 hit points. Oh, and the FV4005 had been seen. He was down to half his health after our shot. He's just managed to derp the IS-7 with a Hesh round. Oh, a splash kill against that ship barn. 351 hit points on him. Shows how effective the T92 HMC can be. Well, there's only 4 enemies remaining. We have a 3 tank advantage on them. And we're going for the rear of a Object 277. Almost loaded. Can't hit that other object. This wasn't an object, sorry, it was a 60 TP. Hiding behind the rock. Looks like we're going to go after the Object 277 the moment we can spot him. He's facing off against an IS-7 and a Super Conqueror. We're firing around him blind. That's a bit surprising. That was the Death Star just killing an Object 277. We saw him briefly and then he was wiped out of existence. And that 60 TP is not going to survive a very close splash. We're almost loaded. This should be fun. Going to try and get our second kill. We're loaded now. Oh, and before we can shoot, he's also killed by the Death Star. That Death Star's having a good game. He's got 5 kills now. Lining up on 277. Rounds out. Looks good. It is! 481 hit points. There's only 1 enemy tank left. It's the IS-7. And there he is, trying to get up the slope. Not going to work for him. He's got a Jaegeru coming around the side. Another 277. And it looks to me like Bill Lagin's going to get involved as well. He's going to try and shoot down on him from above. Yes, well, he's trying to. He's loaded, almost loaded, rather. Trying to get a shot on him. Okay, he's loaded. If he's backing up, he'll back up into a 24 centimeter shell, but no, the IS-7's decided to run for it and it didn't work. So that's game over. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tank of a Bill Lagin and the T92 HMC. In fact, this is his first ace tanker in this Arty, and he did very well in it indeed. Let's have a look at the rest of the medals. Well, he got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13. A Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And he also picked up a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And he also got a Win 8 for 6,209, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. There you go, right at the top of the table. In fact, I don't know why he didn't get the high caliber, because he got 5,410 hit points, highest damage in the game. The next highest scorer was the FV4005 on the enemy team. He got 4,909. And in fact, actually, that was the one he hit with that round, a direct hit on him. How much damage did he actually do? Let's have a look. Well, according to this, 900 hit points. So, yes, he did split his hit points in half with that direct shot, a blind shot at that, at long range. Yes, so, highest damage in the game. Next after the enemy ship arm was our ship arm with 4,607 hit points. Then it came to the kills. Actually, it was the Death Star who managed to get the best. He got 5 kills. Then there's a whole bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece, including Bill Lagin. And when it came to base XP, he's got the top of the table with that one with 1,059. The next high scorer after that was the IS-7 with 918 and the ship arm with 861. He fired only 11 rounds in that game, got 6 direct hits and 6 penetrations and 9 splash. Damage of 5,410 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy and killed 2 of them, and did damage, or stun assistance I should say, of 1,339 hit points off 13 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 77,220 credits, and after resupply of ammunition, remember this ammo is one of the most, some of the most expensive in the game. Even the standard one is quite expensive, and he did use premium consumables as well, so he actually ended up with only 29,720 credits, but it was a profit. He received 9 bonds for the awards, 12 for the battle, 21 in total, and earned 1,588 XP, times 4 for the first victory of the day, took away 6,354 altogether. So a very nice game there. First ace tanker for Bill Lagin, T92 HMC. Always a really good fun Arty, even though you have to work very, very hard in it because you don't get that many shells to play with, and it takes such a long time to aim that you're sitting there for ages trying to work out which target is the next best to hit and where can you put your shell to good use. But he certainly did. In one shot, he managed to hit 4 enemy tanks at the same time. And I bet they were all hurting after that because it has got a very long stun, these shells. Very long stun indeed. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.